The market is hot right now, but don't let appraisers bust your deal. For all my sellers out there, I have 3 steps to fix the problem before it shows its ugly head. Welcome back to the 405 Realtor. My name's Andrew Olson. I'm a realtor with Metro Brokers of Oklahoma in the OKC market. My number is 405-434-4602. Make sure you like and subscribe for more awesome information like this. Banks require an appraisal before the loan on a property. The thing to remember is appraisers don't work for the seller, but they also don't work for the buyer. They work for the bank. Basically, what it does is comes up with a market value of the property based on key features such as square footage, year, condition, location. Now, this is the important detail. If the appraiser deems that the value of the house is lower than the contracted price, the bank won't loan on the property. This has caused many deals to bust. Or, at the very least, the buyer has to bring money to the table and the seller has to come down in their price. Typically, that's what happens. I have 3 steps that should keep you from sweating bullets leading up to the appraisal report. Number 1, a comparative market analysis. Easiest way to completely avoid having a deal bust because of appraisal is to come in at the right price. This is vitally important that you are honest. This is the time to take off your blinders, pull down those rosy red glasses, and really look to see if your house is equal to the rest of your neighborhood and you can justify that price. Zillow Zestimates are close. They get you kind of in a ballpark of where the value's at, but they're not as precise as we would like them to be. Because think about it, they go throughout the entire nation and spit out these little blurbs on how much your house is worth. How accurate could it really be? It could be missing certain key information. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to dive into the process that I go through for a CMA.
So here we are on the MLS page. What I've gone in and done is I am taking an example of a house that is built in 2001, it has 3 and 2 half baths, and the square footage is 2579. And it is in the Coffee Creek area of Edmond. So first, what I'm gonna do is I came in here and I've literally squared off the Coffee Creek neighborhood. What that does is it only allows in a house. Now, appraisers can go up to a mile depending on if there's no comparables nearby. But you kind of want to stay in the same general neighborhood. Now, different plans, we deal with that here in a second. For square footage, since our square footage is 2579, what I did was roughly took off 250 each side. It roughly was about 300 each side. So we go 2300 to 2900. Like I said, we have a 3-bedroom. Now 3 and 4 bedrooms don't really change all that much because of studies and etc. So some people list it as 3 bedrooms, some people list it as 4 bedrooms. We're just gonna do 3 and 4. Total bathrooms. This is where people's input can kind of jack it up, because you'll see some people will put it in as 2 bathrooms and put it in 1 in the half bath. They'll put 2.5 here. So I'm just gonna say 2+, and if we run into a 3-bathroom situation, bummer, we'll figure it out when we get there. And then year built, you want to go 5 years up and 5 years down. So that would put us at 1996 to 2006. This covers pending properties, and it covers sold properties in the last 365 days. So with all those criteria, I have 17 matches. This should get us close to about where we want to be. Okay, and here we are. We are looking at every single house that meets that criteria. And this is the point where you need to start being honest with yourself about how beautiful, how well put together your property really is. So this one looks pretty close. Let's look at the pictures real quick, this is where we need to be honest. We need to see if we are up to par and updated and nice as these houses right here, because this is technically our competition. Beautiful front yard, well put together. Ooh, it does have a very nice study. Very nice study. I don't know if it looks like we might be a little more updated. That's a very nice bathroom though. So I'm thinking, and we have that same kind of upstairs area. So I don't think that one, I would have to come in a little bit lower. I think unless we did some serious work and, okay, let's go back through. Let's find one. Let's go with this one right here. So this one sold for $293. Okay. I definitely think our house beats this one out. I mean, it's been cleaned, it's fresh paint. I think we've got a better bathroom. It does have that study. So I like this one as a comparable. So I'm just going to check this one right here. Now, what we could do, and this is a quicker way, and it's kind of, you'll get closer to it than the actual Zillow way, the Zestimate. Zestimate is a little wonky because they'll pull in, their criteria is much more broad. So after checking all of these, I'm going to go to one line CMA, comparative market analysis. Now, we have some that are going to be well below ours in comparables. There's going to be some well above ours in comparables. But what we can do is actually find the average or the median. So we're going to look right here. The median is $120.04 a square foot. The average is $120.62 a square foot. Now this is where I come up with my prices. Grab my handy dandy calculator. What I would do is I would times that $120.04 times our square footage, which is $259.79, which brings us to roughly a decent appraisal value of $309,583. That's a fun chunky number, so I'd probably put it on the market for $310. Now that's just based on the average. What I would actually do is start digging into more of these and see if I can't start justifying some of these higher prices. And that's all it is. And that's the thing, you have to justify what your actual value of your house is compared to what an appraiser believes it to be. And if you can justify it, they have no problem on signing off for that price. It's when you can't justify it that they have to knock you down.
Number 2, something that has grown in popularity because of what's going on in the Oklahoma City area is appraisal gaps. Basically, what an appraisal gap is, a buyer really wants to buy this house. He knows he's up against a lot of competition for this $150,000 house. So he wants to offer $160,000. Now, most of the time, the seller would realize my house is only going to appraise for $150,000, so I'm going to get dinged with a low appraisal. What the buyer would then do is he automatically, in negotiations on the contract, says, if it comes in low, I will put up to $10,000 to cover the appraisal difference, the appraisal gap between the appraisal price and the sales price. I'm not sure if they're doing that around the nation, but I know that is a key strategy buyers are employing right now in the Oklahoma City market. Number 3, all of these other steps and other tricks should be provided to you by an experienced licensed realtor. They have gone through all of this chaos before, and they should be able to guide you through this. If you do not have a trusted, experienced licensed realtor, please give me a call, send me a text message. We will get in touch. I will at least point you in the right direction. My number is 405-434-4602. A realtor really understands the market, understands what is trendy on strategy and negotiations. They know how to present the house in the best light possible. So it's hard for an appraiser to say, nah, bro. Having an appraisal come in low can be extremely upsetting, worrying, anxiety-inducing, but it doesn't have to be, and there is ways to avoid it completely. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, comment down below. I will get you as quickly as I possibly can. Good luck finding your next house, and sell your house for the highest dollar possible. Thank you.